Hello everyone, and welcome to today's SCORE Fairfield County's live webinar on Grow Your Business Socially with Facebook Messenger. I'm Alan Rosenberg, the webinar coordinator and a business mentor here at SCORE Fairfield County. I'll be your host. Our presenter today is Gregg Ruais, and more on Gregg in a minute. First, some brief information on SCORE. With 310 offices and over 10,000 volunteers nationally, SCORE started in the mid-60s as part of the SBA. SCORE Fairfield County has 130 volunteers with a wide range of industry, process, and subject matter expertise. We offer 3 primary value-added services to small business owners. One-on-one counseling, which can be done face-to-face, telephone, email, or Skype. Educational workshops and webinars, as the one we're doing today, and extensive resources on our website, including a network of subject matter experts at your disposal. You can always obtain individual counseling by going to SCORE website and request a mentor for free. Our next webinar will be at 12 noon on Tuesday, October 8th, with Jamie Ardich. He will present simple search engine optimization secrets for visibility. Look for specifics on fairfieldcounty.score.org website. We've set aside some time for questions and answers at the end of the presentation. If you have a question, please use the chat window at any time during the presentation. It's located in the lower left part of your screen. Our webinar will end sharply at 1 p.m. to respect your time. The session is being recorded, and a link to the recording will be available at fairfieldcounty.score.org within the next couple of days. And now on our speaker. Gregg Ruais is a small business marketing consultant, a career marketer since 2004. Gregg has worked at Fairfield County's largest direct response marketing firms as a copywriter, project manager, and marketing director. He launched Plan to Profit in 2013. His experience expands nearly all media channels and numerous industries. He earned an MBA at the University of Connecticut and is published by Time Inc., Affluent Media Group, and YouGov. So now I'll turn it over to Gregg.
Thanks, Alan, and I would like to thank SCORE for giving me the opportunity to present this webinar here today. And I'd also like to thank the people who are investing some of their time on a Tuesday afternoon to watch this webinar. I will do my absolute best to make sure that you get as much out of this as possible. So today I will be talking about conversational marketing, how to grow your business socially with Facebook Messenger. The agenda for today, first I'm going to talk about how to run a Facebook Messenger ad campaign that generates a flood of new leads. I'm going to talk about how to create an automated chatbot that builds relationships and sells for you, how chatbots can be used to grow sales from your website or LinkedIn, how to build a list of subscribers that's up to 4 times more responsive than an email list, and how a chatbot fits with and enhances whatever you're already doing online, like video marketing and generating online reviews. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit about why this is an important topic and why it's important to understand how to use Facebook Messenger in your business. This graph right here is a few years old, but you can still see the massive growth rate. This is about the adoption among consumers of Facebook Messenger. So when it first came out in the first quarter of 2014, about 200 million people adopted the app right away. And by the first quarter of 2017, 1.2 billion people were using Facebook Messenger. And that was 2 years ago. So it's about a billion more at this point. Comparing Facebook Messenger to other apps, or just messaging apps in general, the big four have eclipsed social networking apps in terms of their popularity by about 3 billion to 2.5 billion. So messaging apps are among the most popular apps in the world. The only thing that really comes close are Maps apps. So they are ubiquitous. And who is using Messenger apps? Who is using Facebook Messenger and other messaging apps? This chart here is about Facebook Messenger specifically, and it goes age by age. So the most Facebook Messenger has been adopted by 89% of people ages 25 to 34. So that's the age group that has adopted Facebook Messenger most widely, followed by 35 to 44-year-olds. 85% are using it. And there really is no age group that has not adopted Facebook Messenger on a mass level. If you look at even people ages 75 and up, 40% of that age group, which is a substantial percentage, have adopted Facebook Messenger and use it on their phones. So people send more than 1 billion Facebook Messenger messages per month to businesses. So imagine if your business decided to simply stop answering the phone or responding to emails. Facebook Messenger is that ubiquitous, and it is that critical. Many people are using Facebook Messenger as a primary means of communicate. So not having someone's phone number is hardly a problem anymore. As long as you have the app, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family members that maybe you've lost touch with. So first topic that was on the agenda is how to run a Facebook Messenger campaign that generates a flood of new leads. I believe that a Messenger campaign is the fastest, surest way to leverage this app for your business. It doesn't require people to land on your Facebook page. What you're doing in a Facebook ad Messenger campaign is you're taking your ad, you're putting it in front of the people that you choose to put it in front of, and giving them an easy opportunity to engage with your business. And I'm going to walk you through the process step by step. So step one, if you have created a Facebook Business Manager account, it's just to click the green Create button in the top left corner. If you don't use Facebook Business Manager, you just manage your page directly from Facebook, then either on the right or left-hand side, there is a button that says Run an Ad or Create or something along that line. But the process is pretty similar for both. But this example is using Facebook Business Manager. So after you choose to run an ad campaign, you're creating a new campaign, and under the campaign objective, you're going to click that. You can choose traffic as your objective. That's sending people to your website, getting app installs, video views, or lead gen. You're going to select messages. And then step three, you're going to finalize your campaign details. You can set a campaign spending limit. You can set it as whatever you want. And keep in mind that when you set a campaign spending limit, you're not obligated in any way to reach that limit. You can turn a campaign off and then back on again whenever you want. So if you just have a hard cap as much as you want to spend on a specific campaign, you can set it right here. After you've set up a campaign, the next thing you're going to do is set ad set details. So Facebook organizes its campaigns in kind of three categories. One is you have your campaign, that's your highest level. The next thing you have is your ad set. And within your ad set details, you're going to choose what type of messenger ad you want to run. So the two options there are click to messenger or sponsored message. If you select click to messenger, which is the type of campaign I usually run, that means that your ad is going to show up in someone's Facebook news feed or their Instagram news feed, and when they click on your ad, your Facebook Messenger is going to pop up and they have the opportunity to engage with you. A sponsored message means that your ad is waiting for them in Messenger. They don't know it's there, but they will see it when they open up Messenger. So for this example, I am showing you how to run a click to messenger campaign. So step four, you're going to select your ad set details. Now this step right here is critical, and it doesn't matter what type of Facebook ad you're running. If it's a traffic campaign, a lead gen campaign, or a messenger campaign, you're choosing who you're targeting with your ads, and this is probably the most important step in a Facebook ad campaign, because if you're going to advertise on Facebook, the primary advantage of Facebook are the targeting options available to you. Facebook ad targeting is probably the most powerful ad targeting platform that's ever been created. So I'm going to go through some targeting options with you. First, and the highest level, is you can target by location. So if you have an e-commerce store, you might want to target the entire United States of America. If your product is applicable to everyone. If you have a local business, you might want to type in your address and then set a radius. So in this case, I'm choosing 700 Canal Street, and my ad is only going to be shown to people who are within 1 mile of that specific address. You can target everyone who is in the location. You can also target everyone who lives in that location. So let's say I chose that option. That means that anyone who lives within 1 mile of this specific address, they're going to see my ads even if they're at work 10 miles away. You can also target everyone who has recently been in that location, and that means anyone who's passing through the area and maybe has left. Demographics targeting. This is where we get to some of the fun stuff right here. So you can target people by expected income level. Facebook does that by zip code and age. They estimate how much someone's financial net worth is likely to be. You can choose male or female. You can choose what age group you want to target. So really think about who your target customer is and think of the different ways that you can tailor your offer and your ad creative to specific groups of people who are likely to buy from you. Occupation and work is another targeting option. So in this example, you might not be able to read the right-hand side, but in this example, I'm targeting people who have a job title of financial advisor. So if I'm a business-to-business company, or if I have a product or a service that is likely to appeal to a specific job title or professional field, I can choose that here. And that's all down below the geographic targeting in what's called the detailed targeting section. So if you're unsure if Facebook has the type of targeting you're looking for, what you can do is you can just start typing. So if I just start typing financial advisor, eventually I get to a certain point where Facebook recognizes what I'm looking for, and it'll give me a couple options that are similar to what I've typed in. Interest targeting. This is where Facebook really stands apart. I use this example because I was thinking of someone who owns a sports bar during baseball season and they want to run a ladies' night. So in this example, I have, I'm targeting people ages 21 to 40 who are women, who are Yankees fans, and I am excluding people who have a relationship status of married. Let's say I believe that single women are more likely to come to my ladies' night on a hot summer Sunday afternoon to watch the Yankees game and enjoy complimentary drinks. So you use detailed targeting. You include one group of people. In this case, I'm including people who are Yankees fans, and I'm excluding people who are married and only women ages 21 to 40. And one more example I have, and this was an example of a successful campaign that I've run. It's for an immigration attorney. And what I did was I typed in her office address and selected an 11-mile radius around her office. It's New York City, so 11 miles is basically the whole world. And I'm targeting any age group because we're not being picky here. But her specific niche as an immigration attorney, she is from India, and she speaks English, Bengali, Hindi, Punjabi, and Urdu. So now I am targeting people who speak one of those four languages. Anyone who speaks one of those four languages will potentially see my ad the way I've set it up here. And I've further narrowed it down by people who are expats from India. So that means they were born in India, and now they're within 11 miles of her office, and they speak the languages she speaks. So if they need an immigration attorney, she is the perfect option for them, and I'm only showing my ads. I'm only paying Facebook to show my ads to people who meet that profile. So targeting is really, really important. Next step in setting up a Facebook ad campaign, again, this is across the board, whether you're running a messenger campaign, a lead gen campaign, or a traffic campaign. You want to have ad copy that's really strong, ad creative that's really strong. So that's the words that people see and the images that are shown. So we have the three components of any direct response campaign: is the offer, what it is that you're selling. You have the audience or the list. That's who you're targeting. That's what we just went over. And the last piece is the creative. So this is a cheat sheet from a company called KISS Metrics that kind of gives you 6 elements of a high-converting ad campaign. I'll go over a few things. Top left, we see, one element is that it's optimized for placement. So you want to make sure that before you set an ad live, that it looks good on both a desktop and a mobile device, because about maybe 50%, maybe 75% of the people who see your ad will be on a mobile device. A short and sweet headline, you don't have to get too cute with it. Direct and to the point that makes it very clear what it is that you have to offer. Generally works best as opposed to something that's kind of clever and catchy. Evidence of social proof. That's an example on Facebook. Social proof would be that the audience's peers like it. So that's why it's good to have a nice sizable Facebook following. That way when other people see your ads come into their news feed, they will recognize that some of their friends also like your page. So I see that with things like the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times all the time. When their ads pop into my news feed, I see which of my friends like those publications. And that can work the same way for you as well. And the next two things are, a visceral communicative image and action-oriented CTA, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So in terms of ad copy, I'm going to give a few examples of these right here. Two formats that I use are problem, agitate, solution. That's one ad copy format, and the other is the classical AIDA journey: attention, interest, desire, and action. And then you have a couple of different ideas to test. You just do a straight-up offer, just show them what you got. The other would be a long-form offer. So it's like you're taking what you would put in a sales letter and just putting it in your Facebook ad, and then testing out, instead of testing what you're selling up front, test some type of freebie, which means that people are opting in to get something for free, and then they're going to see your offer later on down in the sales funnel. So here's an example of problem, agitate, solution. And this was run by a company called Elite Digital Group. That's an agency. They got 564 leads at an average cost of 72 cents per lead, which is a really low cost per lead. And so what they do is they lead off with the problem. So this is for golfers who want more distance off the tee. They want to be able to drive the ball further. So if that's you, you know who you are. So they just lead off with a question: want more distance off the tee? And then they agitate. They kind of rub salt in the wound a little bit and make the problem feel a little bit worse. Most golfers have a slight muscle imbalance that robs them of distance. So there's something wrong internally that won't be fixed until you fix it. But, and here's the solution, it can be easily fixed. So take this 30-second quiz and discover how to drive the ball further than the rest of your foursome. And there's your solution. Here's my immigration attorney ad: attention, interest, desire, and action. On a monthly basis, it generates between 90 and 100 leads, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but on average about $1.50 per lead. So this is starting conversations with people who are right in their target profile. So I'm getting their attention. If someone has immigration issues, they know that's them. So I'm holding a pretty attractive girl holding a passport. I'm saying immigration issues. This attorney has obtained family-based visas, employment visas, and asylum for hundreds of immigrants. She's a native of India and fluent in all of the languages that I chose in my targeting. So this speaks right to them. And then, so I'm building up. I got their attention, and I'm building up their interest. They want it. First in-depth consultation is free. Now they really want it, and what's the action to take? They click that send message button down below. And here's one more example of an ad. I call this just a straight offer example, and it's also a kind of the two-step freebie. I'm just saying free report. And in my ad targeting for this particular ad, I chose IBM employees. There were enough IBM employees within a radius of this particular business that Facebook would allow me to run the ads. So free report: 5 critical mistakes to avoid when planning your retirement from IBM. So that's the name of the report. And just straight up tell them what you got. And if it's good, they'll go for it. And if not, you could test a different ad. So 47 leads in 30 days, about $7 per lead. Then when you have images, you want to test different images to see which works best, because sometimes one image, for whatever reason, will pop, and another image just won't resonate with the group. So in every Facebook ad campaign, within your ad set, you can run multiple ads. And what you're doing when you're running multiple ads is you're testing different strategies to get people's attention and get them to respond. And an image, testing different images is kind of the low-hanging fruit. Within Facebook's Ad Manager, they have a Shutterstock membership, and you basically, if you're running Facebook ads, you have free access to everything within Shutterstock. So, and Facebook presents that to you. You pick the one you like best. So test different things. One, you can do something simple, for a financial advisor's image, your image, if it's a one-on-one consultation and you want people to see that you're a real person and kind of start to build a relationship with them right here in the ad. Use something that's eye-catching. This middle one here is a bunch of watches that are different colors, and it really just stands out in someone's Facebook newsfeed because it's so unique. Authentic images, or try emotive images that really try to match the kind of emotions of your target audience in a variety of ways. To make images, you could also use a free tool called Canva. There's a paid version. Most people don't need the paid version. Just use a free tool. Just use the free tool. They also have an image library, but they also have templates if you want to incorporate some text onto your images as well. You don't need to know how to use software, and you don't even need to be a designer to use it. The templates are ready. Just swap out their images and their text with your text and your offer, and you'll have a really nice looking ad. Okay, so the next step, and now I'm that was universal stuff for all Facebook ads. The next step is about creating your messenger greeting. So Facebook gives you two options. One is the one that is just really quick and easy to set up. That's their standard welcome message. They give it to you. But I would use the custom welcome message. That way you're tailoring it to your audience. And basically, so when someone clicks on your ad and they open Facebook Messenger, they're going to be greeted. So Facebook pre-populates the person's name. That way you can greet them by their name. So this one, it says, "Hi, Greg." But if the person who clicks on the ad is named Steve, he'll say, "Hi, Steve. Please let us know how we can help you." So you can use a lot of different options here. This makes it really simple because, and you can see the ad on the right here, the person can either type something, their own message to you, or they can select one of your frequently asked questions. So this lets you know what they want to learn more about. And it makes it easy for the person who clicked on the ad because now they just have to tap something instead of typing it. I like to use FAQ for a lot of ads, but customize it for your business. Whatever you think that people want to know as soon as they interact with your business the first time, that's what I would put in here. So here's an immigration attorney ad, and she's saying, "Hey, Greg, immigration attorney Grace Gardner can assist you in every step of your pursuit of the American dream. Please let us know how we can help." And the three options are: what services do you offer? Do you offer a free consultation? And how can I book an appointment? But you can customize this any way you want, whatever people are likely to ask you. As a general rule, just don't use the opportunity as a hard sell. Treat people as you would do if they were to call or visit your store. And in general, just treat them the way you would want to be treated. Most of the time when you enter a store, people ask, "How can I help?" As opposed to getting right into the offer. So just be patient, and if they're a good prospect, they will tell you what they want and what they're looking for. So that's Facebook ads right there. Okay. So the next section, the next topic I want to talk about, that was Facebook ads, and I'll show some additional examples of ads. Oh, the name of the free software, by the way, is Canva. So if you want a free design software, canva.com, CANVA.com. So up next, I'm going to talk about how to create an automated chatbot that builds relationships and sells for you. So the previous version I showed you, people have three options to start a conversation, but you can actually automate the conversation. And the benefit of using a chatbot is, one is that you have 24/7 availability as opposed to just the times that you're in the office or you're available. It's a better experience for potential customers because they don't have to wait to get the answers that they need and want to know about your business. You can maintain and engage with your customers through frequently asked questions or a lot of other functionality. You save time and reduce costs because you don't always have to be there. A chatbot is probably not going to be able to answer every question that someone might have, but you can load quite a bit of information into the chatbot and have it come out in a natural way. And then the final benefit of using a chatbot is that you're engaging people, and everyone who engages with you through Facebook Messenger is now a subscriber. So in the same way that it benefits you when a customer gives you their email address, because you can follow up with them weekly or monthly with your special promotional offers, once someone engages with you with Facebook Messenger, you can now send them promotional offers through Messenger. So a bot enables you to respond before customers turn to your competition. Studies have shown that responding in 10 minutes versus 5 minutes results in a 400% decrease in qualifying a lead. So if you respond within 5 minutes versus 10 minutes, or if you respond in 10 minutes versus 5 minutes, you are 400% less likely to end up talking to a person and finding out whether they're a qualified lead. Just because so much information is available, it's at everyone's fingertips that if you don't respond quickly, they'll find another way to get their answers. So here's an example of a chatbot and how it works and how it can be used to engage people without taking up your time. So this is a chatbot that I created for my agency, and so it greets people by asking if they want a quote for services. There's a step before this, but if they're interested in a quote for services, first thing that they can do is they can tell the chatbot what services they're interested in. So if they're interested in getting found online for search engine marketing, they can select that option. If they are looking at improving their social media marketing, they can check that option. And then if they want to click through and look at all of the other services that I could potentially offer them, they can select the one that is best for them. So if the person chooses social, now I know what they want. They've told the bot. Then you give them, the next question could be, would you like us to respond in Messenger or via phone? And now your chatbot is basically having a conversation with someone. So the person says Messenger. I'll say, okay, I'll follow with you shortly with any questions we may have to evaluate your needs and give you a solution. So now at this point, I know what they're interested in. If they weren't interested in any of the services that I had to offer, they probably would have stopped the conversation, but they're interested in social media marketing. That's good for me to know that. And now I know their preferred method of communication. They'd rather talk to me via Messenger, but if they had chosen phone or email, they could have given me their contact information, and that's how I could have spoken with them after that. So tips to get started in building a chatbot. And I'll show a few other examples as I go through this. MiniChat is probably the most popular chatbot software. Starts at only $10 a month, and they offer a lot of templates to get started. So you're not building something from scratch. Well, you're just uploading your own images. You're replacing some of the text where applicable. But if you own a restaurant, there's a good chance that the type of chatbot you want to build is very similar to the template that's already available in there. So here's a MiniChat template example. Obviously, the image gets swiped out, but this is for a professional services template. So it's saying, hey, Greg, welcome to the MiniChat beauty salon. Hairdressing has always been much more than a job for us. It's a chance to make change in someone's life. So you're building your brand right up the bat, and you're giving someone an opportunity to learn more once the chatbot starts. We say we offer all kinds of beauty services ranging from simple cutting to bridal occasions and beard care. Now they have an opportunity to browse your menu of services. They can meet your hairstylist, or they can skip all that and contact you right away. But I like the opportunity I like to know who I'm working with. So I'm going to select on hairstylist, meet the hairstylist. So using this template, this is all pre-built. If you were a hair salon and using this template, you would be browsing through the stylists, and the bot gives you an example to learn more about who they are and potentially schedule your visit with the hairstylist of your choosing. So please answer a couple questions to book a time in our salon. What are you interested in? So now that we're back at services, haircut, shaving, or coloring. And based on what the person clicks on, you can give him something after that. And Facebook also has a free booking app that you can use, or you can give people a link based on what they've chosen. You can give them a link back to your website, because you might have a different link where people can book a haircut online, shaving, or coloring online. Or if you don't have that type of functionality on your site, you can use Facebook's or give a phone number here. Or you could just, and by the way, the chatbot doesn't have to take you through close. It doesn't have to take you through the close of the sale. You could just set up the chatbot to get it to the point where you want to take over. At that point, you might want to just jump in and start talking to the person about, what your availability is. So the next use for a chatbot is building a responsive subscriber list. All it takes is one click. So whereas to get an email subscriber, they have to type in their email address on a form, and you set up the autoresponder. For Messenger, all it takes is someone to message you once, or if they leave a comment on your Facebook page, you do have permission to message them through Messenger, and you can do that through the MiniChat. You can also run a promotional campaign. So this is kind of what I showed you earlier with the Facebook ad example, where I was getting people to message an immigration attorney. Here's an example of a promotional campaign that if you hook a chatbot up to Messenger, you have a really nice offer going. So in this case, on the left-hand side is my targeting. So I'm at 700 Canal Street in Stamford, Connecticut. I'm targeting people aged 21 to 45. And if you go down below in detailed targeting, you have demographics, life events. You can target people based on their birthday. So you can target people, for example, you can target people who have a birthday in September or October, but the one that I like to choose is upcoming birthday, and that's a dynamic audience. So you're reaching people who have a birthday within 7 days. And what it means to have a dynamic audience is that it's always changing. So once someone's birthday is passed, they no longer see your ad, and it just keeps running. The disadvantage of the monthly birthday targeting is that every month you have to go in there and change the month that you're targeting. You don't want to be messaging September birthday people in October with this type of offer, but you can keep running it, and the ad always stays fresh because the audience is always updating. And on the right-hand side here, we're saying no one should celebrate this special day alone. Have double the fun with a buy one, get one free birthday dinner. So when they click that, the messenger opens up and the chatbot can take over. So someone clicks get started on the chatbot, and they're saying, hey, Greg, enjoy a free entree and a specialty drink on us. Just confirm your birthday is sometime in the next 7 days. Click yes, it is to confirm. And then I click yes, it is, because my birthday is soon. And it says the chatbot responds automatically. This is not a person jumping in. You say, awesome, what is the date of your birthday? And so they either click on select date and enter the date, or they say today. So I'm saying that my birthday is today, and they're saying the chatbot responds immediately, happy birthday, Greg. You can come anytime during your birthday week. So that's this offer. You give them the address, and then give them links to view the menu or get directions to the restaurant. And then the next instruction is show this voucher to your server and click redeem when you're paying your bill. So you have your little coupon there. And the advantage of doing something like that is now you're measuring and tracking the ROI of your campaign. So when the person shows that coupon to the server, that's when you click the redeem button. And now the chatbot is prompting the server to enter the number of people in the party. So maybe you did give away a free entree and a drink to the birthday person, to the birthday boy or the birthday girl, but you're keeping track of how many people they brought with them, because that's really where the profit is. Another use for chatbot is qualifying leads. So this is an example of a bot from a consultant that works with agencies, and basically he has two packages. One is for existing agencies, and one is for someone who's considering starting an agency. So he's qualifying people to see what type of customer the the person could be when they engage with the chatbot. Or you can also disqualify yourself by just saying no. So do you own an agency? Yes, no, or starting an agency. And obviously, once someone selects which option they are, you know which sales funnel they should go down. So how chatbots can be used to grow sales from your website. So everything we've just gone over can be added to your website as well. So MiniChat offers this option, and most of the other chatbot services do as well. So within MiniChat, you're setting up your website. You say install MiniChat snippet. This code allows MiniChat to display opt-in forms on your site and track subscriber activity. So you just copy this piece of code right here, send it to your web developer, and send them these exact instructions, and then the chatbot can appear on your site. The chatbot can be displayed any way you want. It can be a pop-up that covers the whole screen to kind of force engagement, and that's the one on the left, or it can be a little bit more subtle, like the example on the right, where you just have a little hello bar that comes down from the top, and someone can click on Send to Messenger and start a conversation with you from there. So the chatbot can work as your little chat program as well. And just one quick note about chatbots is, see the example on the right, it says Ask Our Virtual Assistant. Well, you want to make sure that you're not trying to fool people, because your chatbot is not going to be exactly like a human interaction. So I think it's good to make it clear that the person is interacting with a bot or a virtual assistant, or however you want to say it, as opposed to making them think initially that they're talking to a real person and then finding out later on that they're not. So that's just a little bit of a negative experience. So you want to set the expectation up front. And by the way, any inquiry, anyone who sends you a message on your website, they're another subscriber that you can communicate with using Facebook Messenger. One of the final areas of using chatbots is and Facebook Messenger in general, is building a list of subscribers. Facebook Messenger, when you send a message through Messenger, it gets opened 80% of the time or more, versus only 20% for email. So not saying ditch your email marketing program, but this is definitely something that can add on to it and potentially get you more business than email. A good email open rate is about 20%. Sometimes you can get 30, 40, 50% if you have a very loyal group of customers or clients. But if you have an email list, most businesses will get around 20% or sometimes less, which can be frustrating because you worked hard and you spent a lot of money to build that email list over time, and 80% of the people aren't even opening them. The rules are a little bit different for Facebook Messenger. So you can send, the rule is you can send, once someone opts in, you can send a non-promotional broadcast just about at any time. And once someone opts in, you can send one promotional broadcast within 24 hours and one follow-up promotional broadcast after 24 hours. So you basically get, after someone opts in, you get 2 shots in 48 hours, but you can still send a non-promotional broadcast at any time. And I'll go over the difference between the two and how to get people from your non-promotional list into your promotional list. So what is a non-promotional broadcast? So someone opted into your Facebook Messenger list about a month ago. So the 48 hours has expired. A non-promotional broadcast basically just means that there's no offer in the broadcast that you're sending out to people through Messenger. But you can mention your offer, and that's what you're getting people to opt into. So they've opted in a month ago. You can send them a non-promotional broadcast. You want them to opt in to get a promotional broadcast again. So in this example, it's Cyber Monday, and we're saying, hey, Molly, any chance I can send you our Cyber Monday deals and giveaways? And then she can say yes or no. Once she says yes, Molly has opted in again, and you can send her a promotional broadcast within 24 hours and another one within 24 hours of the first one. If she says no, she's still on your non-promotional list. You just can't send her that promotional broadcast until she opts in. So setting up a messenger broadcast. Unlike email, there's There's no images to worry about, no HTML code. So you're typing in your message, make it short and sweet. You want to make sure that it comes across in one message. It would be a bad experience if it takes up their whole phone screen. So make it short and sweet, and then you're going to go below and create a button. And then once you create a button, you are going to tell MiniChat or whatever chatbot you're using what the button is going to do. So oftentimes you're going to have a yes button and a no button, or however you want to kind of set up your opt-in message. And then your next message to people can be based on their answers, and you're basically just using a logic to continue this, to branch out as needed. So in this example, when someone says yes, they get this message, the message up top. Great, click here to read the Ultimate Guide to Messenger Marketing and Facebook Chatbots. They would click there to go read the article. So that's your promotional message that you now have permission to send them after they've opted in. After they say no, you still want to acknowledge that they've responded to you, let them know that you're there, but just acknowledge that you're not going to be sending them another message. You're honoring their request to not receive it. A chatbot can fit in with other marketing initiatives such as online reputation management. So I'm going to show you how to make a review bot right here. And the case study is the Mustache Marketer. They got 68 4- and 5-star reviews on Facebook within 24 hours. You don't have to go after Facebook reviews. You can go after Google My Business reviews or Yelp reviews or whatever review platform that you're looking to grow your reputation on. And this is how it could work. So on the left, the Facebook Messenger, the initial message says, hey, Greg or Steve, I need your help, please. Can you answer a quick question for me? How would you rate Josh, the Mustache Marketer's content? 1 star being poor and 5 stars being awesome. You create 5 different buttons, 1 for each star level rating, and then you're going to customize the message based on what the person said. So for a 1-star review, let's say someone had a bad experience, you say, I failed to meet your expectations, and we're sorry. If there's anything I can do to help change your mind and fix this, let me know right away. I look forward to receiving your feedback below. So if someone was unhappy with the service or the product they bought from you, you want to know about it so that you can improve for next time. Now let's skip over to the 5-star review. You say, thank you so much. I'll keep doing what I can to deliver great content or service. If you don't mind, would you leave me a real genuine review on my public page? That way I can continue to get this great content out to others or continue to service others. So basically, if someone was unhappy, you want to know about it, you want them to tell you. But if someone is really happy with your service or your product, you want them to tell the rest of the world. And you can use this type of chatbot to build your reputation online on various review sites. All right, so that's the bulk of my initial presentation. At this point, we'll turn it over to some questions from the audience.
Thank you, Greg. And now, as Greg mentioned, we'll use some of the time left to go over some of the questions, and Greg can answer them. So one is, are there any free chatbot templates?
Yeah, within MiniChat, in order to use MiniChat's templates, you do have to be a MiniChat customer. That's their software program. I haven't dabbled with the free version. I know there is a free version of MiniChat, and I have not verified whether or not the templates are still available with the free version. But MiniChat is $10 a month, and once you're in, the templates they've created are free. I mean, free being you're a $10 a month paying customer, but you're not paying anything additional for the template. There are a lot of companies that build chatbot templates for sale, and the most expensive I've seen is about $100 for a pretty complex template. So I would say if you open a free MiniChat account, just check to see if you can still use the template, but it is free if you pay the $10 a month.
Thank you. Okay, another one came in, and it says, many online safety people are recommending not posting your birthday in social media since it's a first step to identity theft. Obviously, advertising doesn't work if it doesn't reach people. What safety precautions can you suggest for people using social media?
Well, in terms of the safety aspect of it, I definitely agree. I know some people will, every once in a while, I do have a friend that, his or her birthday will pop up, and then everyone wishes him happy birthday, and he says, well, surprise, guys, it's not really my birthday, but I don't put my birthday out on social media. It's probably a good idea to not have your birthday out there. You could also, if you want the birthday wishes, I know a lot of people just enjoy that, in general. They want the birthday wishes, but you can just change the year. That way you still get the birthday wishes, just the potential hacker doesn't get the exact day of your birthday. I would say that most people, from now I'm switching from a safety perspective to an advertiser's perspective, most people have not done that because they like getting the birthday wishes from people. It's, even people who never go to Facebook, they go on their birthday to reconnect with people and enjoy the attention and the camaraderie they have with everyone. So most people do have their birthday in Facebook, and you can reach them with the advertising tactic that I have published earlier.
Okay, thanks, Greg. And another one came in, and this is retargeting pixels facilitates ads tracking a user all over the internet. Does Facebook Messenger connect with retargeting pixels, and if so, how many?
I don't know of a way to use your Facebook Messenger audience to retarget them all over the internet. I do know that you can retarget people on Facebook based on their level of engagement with your business. So within the Facebook ad platform, you can run ad campaigns to people who have engaged with you, and that would include people who have messaged your business through Facebook Messenger. But I don't know of a way, for example, to use Google's display network to retarget people who have visited, who have sent you a message on Facebook Messenger. I don't know that that's out there, and I'm not sure Facebook wants to make that available to Google.
Okay, so that's all the questions we have today. And as a reminder to everyone, the recording of this webinar and the materials are available within a couple of days on the fairfieldcounty.score.org website. Our next webinar will be 12 noon on Tuesday, October 8th, and the topic is Simple Search Engine Optimization Secrets for Visibility with Jamie Ortega as the presenter. And we just got another question in. Will the slides from this presentation be made available? If so, so much great information, I'd like to use it as a reference. Yes, as I mentioned, this will be posted within a couple of days at the fairfieldcounty.score.org website, and you can access the webinar there via YouTube.
Send to her if she wants to send the email address.
Okay, if you heard that, if you send Greg your email address, then he will forward you the deck separately. So we just got another one. What determines $1 versus $8 for Facebook fees?
Okay, excellent question. So I think what you're referring to is the cost per lead statistics that I shared earlier for different campaigns. So what Facebook's charges, you can tell Facebook how you want to be charged, whether it's cost per impression or cost per lead, and basically that cost is fairly universal. Now you do have an ad relevance score, so if you're reaching people with a highly relevant message that Facebook's mysterious algorithm determines is relevant to them, you get a slight discount from Facebook. But really the $1 versus $8 in Facebook fees that I was referring to earlier, that is determined more by the success of your campaign. when you buy ads from Facebook, you're using their ad inventory, so to speak. And let's just say, for the sake of simplicity, that it's to show one person one ad is a penny. So if 100 people see your ad, now you've paid $1. If 1,000 people have seen it, you paid $10. If 10,000 people have seen it, now you're paying $100. If of those 10,000 people who saw your ad, 10 of them responded favorably to your ad, now you're at $10 per lead. If 1,000 of them, if 1,000 of them responded favorably and they all went for your offer, now you're at 10 cents per lead. So essentially, your cost per lead is determined by the effectiveness of your ad campaign.
Okay, thanks, Greg. Greg, we've gotten a couple of emails in asking for your email address, and so that's something you might want to give now. And then a couple people asked if they can speak with you, so I don't know if you want to state your phone as well.
No problem. So my email address is Greg, that's 2 G's at the end, Gregg, at plantoprofit.com. So that's PLAN, the number 2, PROFIT.com. And my phone number is 203-973-7526. Again, that's 203-973-7526.
Okay, so thank you, Greg. We don't have any more questions right now, but as a reminder, it will be posted within a couple of days on our website, and you can view the presentation there. On behalf of SCORE, I'd like to thank all of you for attending today's live webinar, and please fill out your evaluations that will be sent to you via email. In closing, a big thank you to Greg for presenting today, and remember, for free individual counseling, go to the SCORE website and click on Request a Mentor. Have a good day, and thank you.